welcome back. In this new YouTube video, I will be showing you how to draw this figure. This figure, I'll be applying mainly circles to draw this command. Of course, before we get started, there are 7 things that we need to do. The first thing we need to do is to open our drawing template, and that is a 4-step process. The first step is to click on Big A, then go to New, then choose A-Cut ISO, then Open. Or if you have a custom template, you would use that. The next thing you need to do once you have done that is to turn off your grid. Then you need to set your unit, and for that you type U and enter. Then set your limit. The limit here, here's a reference table which shows the various types of limits. And remember that the lower limit is always 0,0, and the shortcut key for limit is LIM. The standard limit for blade and solid geometry is upper limit is 200 by 200, and for mechanical drawing, upper limit or upper right limit is 300 by 300. For larger drawing, like building, we typically use 10,000 by 10,000. Now, once you have done that, you will also be required to set up your layers. These are some of the layers that you need to set up. The outline, constructions layer, text, dimension, center line, hatch, broken line, and those are pretty much the basics. If you want to go a bit further and set viewport and sketches, fine. But those are the basics. So these are the 7 things that you must set up each time you draw. You must also your layers. You must also set up a dimension style, and the shortcut key for dimension is D. And this is a basic table of the limits from the things that you should set up in your dimension setting. Underline, you want to ensure that extend beyond dimension line that is set. Offset from origin, that is also set at 4. Arrow size can be between 4 to 6. The arrowhead, we typically use closed fill, and your center line, if you have a circle, that can be between 3 to 4. Text height, somewhere between 5 to 6, and offset from dimension line, approximately 2. Now, you want to ensure that your precision is set to 0. If this is not set to 0, you will get some 0.000 millimeters, something that we typically do not want. So once your setting up has been done, you're good to go. Now, for your dimension setting, the dimension for your drawing setting, or your object snaps, you want to ensure that your node is sticked, midpoint is sticked, quadrant is sticked. Those are very, very useful. Those drawing settings will help us to draw much faster. Now, let us look at this drawing. For this example, I will be applying mainly circles. So the first thing to do here, looking here, we have a center, one center here, one center here. And between this center and that center is 70. Between these other 2 centers, we have 90. So the first step is to turn on my construction layer. Now that is done, as I said before, I will be using mainly circles. So for that, I'll be using a circle to draw to establish these 2 centers. So I'll be using circle 2P. So C for circle, enter. I want a 2-point circle, 2P. So I'll left click here for my start point, then type 70, enter. So this has been established. Now I will be taking advantage of quadrant to be able to, which will allow me to snap onto this end that end, top, and lower end. I then hit spacebar to reactivate my command, spacebar, then left click here to specify my center. The command bar then asks me to specify radius. In this case, I want a radius of 9. So I type 9, enter. That's done. I hit spacebar to reactivate and go here again. This time I want a radius of 15. 1, 5, enter. That's done. Now that part is done. Now onto this section right here. I need to establish the center for these two circles. These centers are located at 30 millimeters apart. So for that, I'm using a regular circle. C again for circle, enter. Left click here for my start point. In this case, I want a radius of 15. So I type 1, 5. Or please note that you could enter the radius like this. 30/2, enter. And what that does, 30/2, enter, it divides the 30 into 2 to give you a radius of 15. Yeah, just another advanced tip for you. Now we have established the centers here. It's now time for us to draw this circle right here, this one right here, these two little circles here. But I don't know the radius for this, so let me dimension that up. Left click here, that is 10. Alright, so I'm going down here. C for circle, enter. Left click here, radius is 10, 1, 0, enter. Space bar to reactivate. Left click on the quadrant here, 1, 0, enter. That's now done. The next step is to establish our center from here to here. Now, some persons might use a line, but as I said before, for this example, I am using only circles. So of course, I could use a line if I want. Come here, from here, draw a line out 90, 90, enter, enter. That is one way. Or I could use my circle. C, choose 2 points, left click here, then go here, there, 90, same thing, same difference. All right, same difference. Yeah. So let me delete this and then just complete this part so you can see how this thing look. Now to draw this arc, we are gonna join. This is there's a tangent from here to this right here, tangent right here to get that point. So I'm going line, L for line, enter. When it asks to specify the first point, I type TAN for tangent. TAN, enter. I then left click on the circle. Then I type TAN again, enter for tangent. Then left click someplace down here. That tangent is drawn. That is drawn. I could mirror this or I could redraw this. What do you want to do? Should we use mirror or should I just redraw it? Let me use mirror. To mirror, I type MI for mirror. Left click to select object, then enter. I have then left click here as one mirror point, left click here, second mirror point, enter. That is now done. So this part is partially formed, this part. I could then trim out here to bring this to life. TR, enter, enter, left click here, that part is done. Now if we look up, if we look here, there is a radius here, a radius of an arc here of radius 20. So what I could do, I could use fillet to do it, or I could use circle tangent radius. Let me use fillet. F for fillet, enter. Type R or click on this to change radius. In this case, I want a radius of 20. So I type 20, enter. Then zoom into this. Left click here, left click here. That is done. Spacebar to reactivate. Left click here, left click here. That is done. So this is now created. See, this arc is now created. A piece right here. Now that is done. Our next step is to establish the center here. This center is from here to here is 40. So again, I could use a line or I could use a circle. I'm going to use a circle. C for circle. Or should I use line? Okay, Chris, use line. Alright, line, L, enter. And I left click here, go up, turn on auto, type 40, enter, enter. So I draw this at some convenient place on the drawing. I then left click here to highlight it, then left click and hold and drag and drop it right there. That is done. That's one way of doing it. Yeah, but I love to use circle. I think circle gets it done much faster. Our next step is to establish these circles. One circle here, one circle there. Or I could just simply copy this. Left click here, Ctrl for copy, enter. Left click here, drop that there, drop that there. Escape. That is now done. My next step is to draw this radius here. Draw this arc. This arc has a radius of 100. Yeah. So for that arc, circle, tan radius. C, enter. Tan radius. Click this. Then I'm going back to the drawing. So I left click this circle and then left click this other one. Then I go down here and then enter 100, enter. That is now done. I then trim, TR, enter, enter. Left click out here, left click here, escape. That is now done. Delete. That part is now done. Now I could simply mirror this. To do that, I left click this, then type MI for mirror, enter. Command bar says specify the first mirror line. The first mirror line is right here in the middle. Second mirror point is right here in the middle. It then asks, hey, do you want to erase the source object? And I press the no, do not erase it. So I press enter key to say no, do not erase it. That is now done. See, we're getting it. Now onto this part right here. Now onto this. Now to get that part, we're gonna use tan radius again. Except that for this, we are using a radius of 60. So we go back up, C, enter, click on tan radius, and we click one tangential point here, second tangent point. We then move the crosshair towards the center, then type 60, enter. Now that is done. My next step is to clean this up by typing TR, enter, enter. Left click here, go up, and that is now done. Yeah. Now that we have done that, our next step is to let me see. Our next step is to offset this, or we could draw another circle. We could offset this by 10. Yeah, offset this by 10. Yeah, offset this by 10. So we go over offset, enter. Offset distance is 10. We could use offset, we could copy, we could also copy, we could use. Alright, offset might pose a little challenge here as it relates to the end of these. So what we could do is just draw a circle of radius 10 and then offset this in towards that. Probably could do that. Alright, let's see how offset work on this. So in this case, it's good to use a draw circle. C, enter. Click here. Radius 10, 1, 0, enter. Space bar. 1, 0, enter. And 1 for this again, space bar. This should be 10 as well. 1, 0, enter. Then I'm going to offset this. But I have over offset, enter. T, enter. Click this, enter. Over offset, enter. Click this. Enter to accept through. And then bring this down there. That is done. Space bar to reactivate. Enter. Click this. That there. That is done there. Space bar to reactivate. Enter to accept through. Click this. One, 0. The shot. Enter. And that is done. That's like that. Yeah. And I probably should use thing there. I probably should have drawn one here. Draw an arc right here, and then that's what's going on up here. Okay, we use start and radius to get that part. Alright. So this is pretty much done right here. Now I could use a fillet radius here of fillet this to get that nice and smooth. Yeah. So use fillet. So I'm gonna erase this line. I'm gonna use fillet. F for fillet, enter. R, enter. 10, enter. Click this, click that. That's now cleaned up. Space bar to reactivate. Click this, click that. That's now cleaned up. And to go up here, I'm gonna use arc, start, and radius. Go up to arc, start, and radius. Arc, start, and radius. Start here, end here, and the radius is I think 20. 2, 0, enter. That's now done. Yep, that is now done now. So we have that. Was this complicated or not? or is it easy? Now I'm going to change this to the outline layer. I left click on that one, then go up to this, drop down, click outline, then use match property, MA4 match property, enter, click this, then touch, touch, touch this, touch that. And that is now basically done. I'm gonna trim this, enter, enter, left click, left click. And that is that. That is that, yeah. That is that. So you need, next step will be to dimension this up. Of course, I will not be going to the dimension right now in the essence of time. So that's how that is done. Yep. We could copy these. Copy these. Probably not. We could copy those. So that's how it's done. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you like this video. Remember, like and share.